Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and guess what I did today? I went down to the stonemason and got some new rocks for my 150-gallon aquarium. I've been really struggling with what kind of rocks I want to have, and I really was thinking of going synthetic, but you know, they're really expensive, and when I go to my stonemason, I get them for free. So I thought, well, go down and see what I can find. So this is what I'm sharing today. So please stay tuned. This is the stonemason I mentioned, where I get my rocks for my aquariums. I've known Alvin for years, and I can't tell you how thankful I am that he allows me to come and get rocks when I need them. Around the back of the building, Alvin has these huge piles of slab rock. These rocks are used for granite countertops and such. Now, way down at the end there, you can see a rubble pile. That's the junk pile, and that is where I am heading. All my rocks are bits and pieces chopped off of these big rocks that Alvin uses for his projects. So there are tons of rock here, and it's no wonder Alvin always has a large junk pile, as he calls it. I consider it a treasure. But it rained last night, it's mucky, and I'm only wearing my sneakers, so I'm sure to get dirty. But I'm looking forward to seeing what I can find. Great place to get rocks. So here I am at home. I have my rocks unloaded. Doesn't look like that many, but it's a lot. Got my trusty little Honda water pressure washer out, and I got some boards up to lay the rocks on so I don't ruin the grass, and I'm going to give these guys a real good clean, and then we'll see what I got. So now that the rocks are cleaned, we can have a better look at them. Some of them are flat because I was thinking I could make either caves or bridges with the flat rocks. This one has a flat angled side on it, so it'll lean up against one of the bigger rocks nicely. The other flat rocks will work really well. Then the big rocks, they all have wonderful character. I love the colors of them. They especially look nice when the algae starts to grow on them. But they're looking good, and I'm excited to see what I can come up with in design. So now that the rocks are pretty dry, we can get a look at their color, although it will change because they are going to be in water. I don't know if the camera picks it up very well, but they are sparkling. They're full of little bits of quartz and really sparkle in the sunshine. But they're a really great group of rocks, and now I'm going to start hauling them in the house. I'm sure it'll take me a dozen trips. So this blanket on the table is the exact footprint of my 150-gallon aquarium. Now, as you can see, I already have one rock brought in, so I'll get the others. So I have all the rocks in, and now we can have a good look at them. I think now you can see some of the sparkly, and actually that sparkle does show up in the water. It's really kind of cool. Now these rocks are bigger than the last ones I got. These are all between 10, 12, and 14 inches. They're good size rocks, so I should have no problem being able to lower them down into the aquarium and not drop them or have to get into the aquarium to set them up. Now all these rocks have these wonderful shaved off sides that give them a solid foundation to stand on. They don't shake or are in danger of toppling over. They're that solid. I'm really, really happy with them. I've been going to Alvin for a few years now, and he always laughs when I come because he says I help keep his junk pile to a minimum, which isn't really true. This rock is flat, but it also has a slice on the bottom, which allows it to stand straight. Because of its narrowness, I would probably brace it with something, though, rather than have it stand alone. And the smaller pieces I will have to use. I was thinking to help secure plants down, but they can be used to help make bridges and little caves and nooks and crannies for the fish. This is the one that will be leaning, and it'll lean nicely against a rock. And this rock has a really cool little notch out of it, almost like a natural cave. So as you can see, the rocks are a good size. And I am going to have some fun letting my creative juices flow as I design a scape on this towel, or on this blanket, for my new setup. So here are a couple examples of what I'm thinking as far as design goes for the aquarium. Now this group, they're very secure. My cat Leo was climbing on them to check them out. And then this is the second one, and I thought I could put that one in the middle and then this one on the far left corner. So I would have one in the left corner, one in the right corner, the whole front of the tank open for swimming, and of course the higher levels of the water column, and then the smaller structure in the middle. Now this is just a preliminary trial. I'm sure I will come up with more interesting designs. But remember, every time I clean my tank, or every other time, I will be rescaping. Now if you look at these rocks that are in here, you can see that they are quite a bit smaller than the new rocks. I do love when the algae grows on them and gives them that natural look. But I think they're going to really work well, and I think my fish are going to love them. So I'm going to play around with some stones and see if I can create something really magical. So until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful day ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.